Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. Welcome back to some more Empire Total War Darthmod. We're playing as the United States. Now guys, in today's episode we'll be playing the Battle of Windward Islands. We currently have John Sullivan and Joss Bateson. Okay, so we're pushing the last of the British out of these isles here, the Caribbean Sea. I was trying to think of the word of it, because then obviously the Gulf of Mexico is in the north, the northwestern Atlantic. But over the last couple of episodes and turns and whatnot, we've taken Port Royal, Jamaica, Florida. We've also had a fair few battles up in Canada, taking Montreal and Quebec. Once we finish off the British here, I don't think there's going to be much more of a resistance in the north. We currently have Nathaniel Green here pushing to Moose Factory. We also have Brutius Jacob running down the remnants of the battle we fought just outside Fort Frontenac in Upper Canada. We also have a full stack here being recruited. Actually about to rally up. It's already been recruited, rather said, with Ivan Benson. We've also got some US Marines as well, and we're also recruiting some more units. Once we've finished with the British in the Americas, we're obviously going to push straight over to Europe, and we're going to take Edinburgh, Scotland, and London. Hopefully, touch wood that is. Actually did it. I also would like to send a spy over there soon, because I don't actually know how. It's easier said than done going over there with the fleet and taking it, because I don't actually know how big the armies are, and you might be wondering, why would you question that? Well, as you can see here, I can actually see Venice. And Austria has, what is that, 5, 6 stacks just there. Obviously, Austria is a lot bigger. They got 5 provinces here. What other settlements do they have? They have one settlement in the Caribbean just here. However, I might actually try to get to peace with Austria. What would you even say to that? No. We actually came close to getting peace with the Marathians, but we have to give them a fair amount of technologies. How about a payment? Peace, we'll go with trade rights. We'll offer you 200. There was one technology, it wasn't machine tools. Oh, they've actually got that other one I was going to trade them, I think. Yeah. Machine tools is the one that they'll probably most likely accept, but I can't afford to give it to them. It's got way too many bonuses. Upper Louisiana. No, I can't give you any territory, sorry. Sorry, guys. I also have some fleets as well going to the Ivory Coast to hopefully try to take some of these trade nodes, seeing we're at war with Austria, Britain, and the Marathians. Let's hope there's either one of those 3 factions there. So, obviously doing that. Like I said, I don't reckon there's going to be much resistance, but we will have to take Moose Factory, York Factory. I also want to take this settlement from the Plains Nation at the Black Hills, Yankton. But let's get into the battle of today's episode. Let's do a save. And then head straight into it. So what are we working with here? So there's a lot of colonial militia. Not the best, but still put up a fight even with 1 chevron. So there's only 1 unit of actual colonial line infantry. 2 lots of dragoons and their general, then 1 12 howitzer. Right, so we have obviously a lot more line infantry, which are battle hardened. We've even got some New York infantry there. The 2nd New York, the 44th Regiment of Foot. Continental Marines, 2 lots of cannons, 2 lots of cavalry. In the 2nd Army, 2 lots of cannons, 1 lot of cavalry. So we don't have cavalry superiority. I might actually demand a surrender refused. Usually they only accept that if it's either the last settlement of the faction or in the continent, such as the Americas, Europe. And well, it's not really a continent, but like as in America is a continent. India isn't. Is India a subcontinent? Maybe. A continent of Asia. People don't know that. India is a part of Asia, so Indians are Asians. Even though ethnicity and characteristics, they don't look very similar at all. I imagine some do. Try not to generalize or be racist. It's very touchy subject. I don't want to insult anyone. By no intent. Right, as I'm fucking Australian, I'm meant to be racist? No. But, looking at this nice little plane here to fight. Obviously, like my line infantry battles. But obviously, because of the town, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But we'll do our best. Every man must do his duty. Big or small. We'll push up further there. We'll be able to spread this more. What are we looking here? Yeah, I'm just looking at some of these, how low these are. Right. General's bodyguard and general. We'll leave you there. We'll put the cavalry on the flanks, because they do have some cavalry on their own. I reckon we're going to deploy the artillery sort of bang smack here. I think that's probably the best bet for us, just putting them all there. There's not going to be much of an advantage putting them on either side. I think here with a clean bit of space, just in case they're deploying that way. A lot of visual. So, we'll unlimber. We'll put you back here, but I'm most likely going to move my infantry up quite quick just to get into the battle, because they actually don't have the best infantry. So I'm just going to disable fire at will just for the time being, just to see where they deploy. Right, okay, so they actually do have some cannons there. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to move my units up as quickly as possible. So they do have a... Okay, let's see what we're working with here before artillery starts firing. So that's where their line is. They do actually have a interesting unit there. Do they have cavalry nearby? How much? 2 lots of their dragoons and their general. I'm trying to think, should I rush it? If I probably could get there quickly with my cavalry just there. I'll be able to get there quite quickly. But in saying that, obviously, as soon as I move the front line, it's going to be a little bit more tricky. So that's where their front line is going to be, their end units. So let's move everybody up. That can be the basis. Canister shot will rinse us there. But that's about what I want to deploy, I think. That front line. Alright, let's do that. Everyone should be double timing. I'm just going to quickly pause. Give the order for the cavalry unit to charge. I will wait a bit before I give my cannons the all clear to charge, because I want to get them out of the way, because otherwise these 3 units will be gone, would blow them to fucking smithereens. Looks like their cavalry's pushing across. Oh no, that's militia, right? If I can get my cavalry to double time it. I think this cavalry's too far away. Okay, you're gonna sacrifice your general's bodyguard for a unit of artillery. I know we're going head on. Let's just hope there's a canister shot not in the barrel waiting. Yeah! There goes their artillery. Alright, they're definitely out of range now. Enable fire at will. What do we want to fire at? Probably this cluster here. Now I haven't actually seen, they did have one more piece of artillery. Where was it? The X marks the artillery. Maybe there was only one piece of artillery. Oh well. Regardless, we're moving into position now. But there's only 6 left. We can get that lower. I'm quite happy with that. Get out of there now. Get out of there. My artillery's firing at their main line now. So we've neutralized their artillery. If they engage us in a line conflict, it's going to bode pretty bad for them. I'll leave my generals bodyguard and staff there, but we're going to fall these guys back around. We're not going to need them for the charge, but I will like them on the flanks if we can get there as quickly as possible. But here comes this line infantry. Awesome. They're actually routing already. Men of the United States of America. I don't know why I said America so weirdly. It wasn't even an American accent. It was just kind of more of a stern sort of accent, I think. Of my own. Right. Let's see what we're working with here on this side. Push further this way, I would like. Are they going to engage us in an armed charge, are they? Or is that what they plan to do? It's not going to bode well for them. Dun 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 dun. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, my cavalry's not going to do well on that other side. However, this side they will. Keep flanking like that. That would be perfect. Keep getting my cannons to fire at their general at main line. Artillery! Take aim! But most of their front line just crumbled with that charge. Their dragoons are there. There's the 44th New York. Coming under pressure. A little bit exposed on that flank. Where this cavalry... I want to... Okay, I'm going to fall this way. How are we going here? Everyone's on toggle fire at will, so everyone's at least fighting at something. Those dragoons there are running riot. I want to push in this way. What I'm going to do, seeing as I've got a lot of units here, I'm going to put them on melee mode. I'm going to get them to charge. I'm going to get this unit here. Oh, they've actually broken there. I was going to get them to push in here. So, push there. And push here, just to get in behind them. A little bit unorthodox, even though we don't have the best sort of melee men. But everyone's getting their shots off. They're all firing at someone. Holding this line. I might try and get a cavalry charge in from behind. Where's my cavalry there? Oh, perfect. I didn't actually get the charge in against the dragoons. That's one of the men that were behind on their routing. We'll get the cavalry charge in. We'll move out and then we'll run in with our infantry. Unless the dragoons pass the front line. No. How many's there? 39. Alright, how are we doing? Alright, let's hit them from the side there. I want to see how many men we kill. There's 357 with the first initial charge before the cavalry comes in. Obviously hitting them from the side. Not very good of a charge. Better than nothing, obviously. Lost about 15. That wasn't a direct charge from behind though. They're routing there. How are we going here? Okay. Oh shit. They're gonna get fucked if they're not ready. They haven't got bayonets, so charge, do a counter charge there. Nah. Okay then, get out of it. Oh no, they fucking countercharged me there. Okay, how are we going here? Or outrun them. We won't fight them one-on-one. Right, get them back to using the muskets. An itchy ear. Okay, let's push up and get rid of this last infantry that seems to be still holding somehow. There's also a couple more here. And here. Cavalry there, 42. General's bodyguard. How many do we have here? 90. Might be able to charge them. Might be able to get behind this unit as well. Go for a direct charge. Just get everyone here just to halt the order for a sec. They're shooting, they shouldn't be. 163 before the initial charge. This should fucking wipe them out there. Halt. Couple more units here and there. The remaining ones holding their general staff. Looks like there's no one else over here. Oh, there's actually a unit of cavalry there. Go under bayonet and try to get rid of them. Only 34 men left there. But it'd be interesting to see if the British push any more men over. And to see how many's actually with them. How big the garrisons are in the United Kingdom itself. There's no more huge clusters of units, so there's literally no point of using my cannons. But we do have a general's bodyguard here. For some reason he doesn't have a portrait, which is odd. So who hasn't fled the field yet? Oh, there we go. Heroic victory, apparently. Was a solid one. The good die first, and those whose hearts are dry as summer burnt to the sock. Okay. I wouldn't have imagined that the ending word would have been sock. John Sullivan deployed 5,217, so we only outnumbered them by a shy 200. Obviously, we did have better quality units. We lost 1,000, which is probably more than what I expected, but I didn't think Joss actually deployed 5,000. I didn't actually check. We also have a half a stack, slightly under half a stack of reinforcements that we didn't even end up using. But we've taken Windward Islands, and we've obviously amassed a huge amount of sugar from just taking these islands. So our sugar export is quite huge. I was actually repairing the barracks, and I was repairing... What did I do? Repairing some units, wasn't I? Oh, I'm gonna not. I'd much rather repair the port, get my trade lines open. Because as you see here, we still have a fair amount. Wow, we've 190 loaves. That's awesome. 30,000 from trade. We're not getting any trade from the Russians nor Spain. The sea route is being blocked because we don't actually have a land. We don't have a land trade with Spain. I wanted negotiating because obviously victory conditions wise, we're actually pretty close. I thought I actually set this on world domination, my mistake. So it's actually probably on like just a normal campaign. I swear I clicked on world domination. But capture and hold 30 regions by the end of 1850. We need 5 of the 7 victory conditions. The only ones we don't have are New Mexico, at Santa Fe, and Texas, which actually both occupied by the Spanish. There's nowhere in the victory conditions that we have to get New Orleans or New Orleans at Lower Louisiana, which is interesting. We need to hold a total victory regions of 30. We currently hold 21. So I might actually try and negotiate with France, even though New Orleans is not upon it, but we might actually give them maybe the Windward Islands. Maybe, obviously it's close to there. They've only got 3 settlements left, France. I guess they probably don't want to part with Lower Louisiana. But how about technology? Do you want some technology from me? Diamond formation. You are my ally, so I don't mind. You've been my ally from day one. You are the reason why I'm here. If there wasn't any France, there'd be no United States. No. They don't want to seem to part with it. Fair enough. Ceylon. I thought that was a rebel territory. That'd be quite good. However, we're at war with the Marathian Confederacy, so not so good. Which are at war with Spain and France. How about peace for a trade agreement? I can't give you Upper Louisiana. I can't give you any settlements. I can't afford to lose them. If I got like Ceylon, they might actually want it. But I'm trying to think what else I can do here. Oh, the British actually have an army here in the Austrian territory of Leeward. Interesting, interesting. Well, we're probably going to be pushing upon that in the next turn. There's a pretty decent army in the port. Probably go still more, a couple battles down there. We have Brutius Jacob running down the remaining of the British. We have a stack being rallied up here. We've also got Nathaniel Green pushing on Moose Factory, and we also have Anthony Wayne pushing on Fort Nash. So we'll probably get Newfoundland, sorry. Probably take this territory up here, and then we'll nearly finish off the last of the British. Once that I'd said that, like I said, it's easier said more than done. Hopefully we can go over and take Dublin in Ireland, Edinburgh in Scotland, and obviously London in England. They do have a couple of territories though. Kabul, Afghanistan. A couple of, how do you even say that? Akka, Barabad, Hindustan, String Agar, Kashmir, Srinagar, Kashmir. Huh. Oh well, anyway, we're going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it. Please leave a like if you are enjoying this United States campaign, and subscribe to Simpzy Total War to stay up to date with future uploads. My name has been Simpzy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.